All right, now, hot facts with Robert Reese. Man, it's been a wild couple days. The day yesterday with Roy was wild. The day yesterday, the live stream that was not on Hot Facts was pretty good on Roy's live. He was talking about his numbers and everything else like that. I was involved in the first 38 minutes of that live. Yes, I was. Updates, news, everything else goes in here. I'm in a place where it's tranquil, feeling mighty, mighty right in the head with Mother Nature, the trees, the oxygen, the wind. I went on to a place in where I'm going to just say it like this. There were people, and I'm going to say, yep, I had a 3 hour conversation with you to where you still ain't said nothing about it because you already know what it is. Had a conversation, and many of them were Ricky Knight, and you guys were sitting up there like, oh man, what is he talking about Ricky Knight for? And said that I know what you do. I know a whole lot. Coincidentally, everyone that is in contact with me, I have things to talk about. A lot of them don't like that. They don't have to. They don't have to. But when you go on other things and say things that don't make sense, Ricky Knight was calling me a girl and talking about pillow talking. And first of all, Ricky Knight, I'm not gonna tell them exactly what you do. If I did, it would be one of the worst things to ever happen. Real talk with Roy. Asked you guys a question. And it's hilarious because when I said I sent you a text to tell you what I told you, he didn't say nothing when I was on there, right? I'm going to tell you guys this. He said he called me, but I did not answer. Flex said, did he leave a voicemail? Roy said no. So that means Roy got my text. Everyone is trying to figure out, well, why would he call Roy and what did he call him for? Bobby was the only person on there that said it could be multiple things. Right. That was a logical thought. Bobby, I got one thing with you. We dash and all that has been trying to get me to come at you with Necropolis. I'm still not going to do it. You got mad because you said that Reese dropped the N word like 8 times. I'm black. I don't think you understand that. And I use a word that was put towards us that we use freely with each other. I was using it with Ricky Knight. Now, your boy Roy said he's part of a biker club and he's got blacks and everything else mixed in, all that stuff, right? So it was fair game to use a word that I use. When I'm not on YouTube, I use this when I speak. The thing with Necro and Torp and all that other stuff, and everyone saying, well, if you're not black, you can't use it. Well, Bobby, I'm black. So why did you get upset about me using it? Nigga, 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 nigga. Now, your boy Cherry Pick put up a video that said the niggars. And everything else and said we can use, he put a video up that disrespected every single race. And you guys all said, man, and you laughed and it was funny. The one time a black person says the word nigga, you get upset. Nigga, 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 nigga. Get upset, Bobby. And I was talking to Ricky Knight. I said, nigga, he didn't even tell you, or he didn't even accuse you. I said, nigga, he didn't even accuse you. That's what I said. I said, nigga, he didn't even accuse you. He accused me. You got upset about that. That's not right. When Roy said, I like Wilma because her white skin, she's perfectly white. She has a white butthole and everything else like that. She's redhead. All that goes into white, right? How come you didn't say, Roy, you just said you're white and you like white everything? You didn't say nothing about that. Not one word. But if a black man says nigga, it's an issue. When y'all said it on Flex's thing, with the whole necro thing, you guys had somebody else up there who was from another country who said it like 4 times, and none of you guys said anything. You guys did not say anything. But the minute a black man says nigga, it wasn't even on the lounge because the lounge sucks. It wasn't even on the lounge. It was on Roy's. You got upset. Bobby, that's all you. That's all you. I talked to Roy when everyone said, and Daphne, oh, it looks like you're running out of content. How many videos have I put up? Looks like I'm not running out of shit, dumbass. You're another one over there. I called out everybody over there that says something. You come on my channel and talk stuff and leave comments and you don't know what you're talking about, I'm going to say something about you. That's what I did to you. Daphne, don't say nothing ever again. I don't know you. I don't care to know you. Don't say nothing on my channel ever again if you ain't willing to get these hot facts put on you. That goes for everybody else out there. As you see, I talked to Roy myself. So all the people out there that said he won't click like, Noah, who put in that 160 or whatever else it was, he won't come over there. There's all this. And Daphne said 100 and all that. But guess what? Once I click the link, that shut all of you guys up, you dumbasses. Everything you said was like, damn, we said it for no reason. All you guys are dumb. I clicked it. Roy admitted this. Yeah, I had him ask a question on Twitter about someone using someone's name. Coincidentally, like it was like right after that he got suspended. Investigations have to take place. They have to investigate first. Whoo-wee. Did you guys not get that? He admitted that. He also admitted, remember when I said in my video, Roy ain't had sex in 5 years and you guys thought that I was lying about that because he just trying to make fun? Roy admitted that yesterday too. Yeah, I ain't had sex in 5 years from 45 until now. But that don't mean I don't know what it looked like. He admitted it. That means I'm not lying. Ricky Knight gets up there and I tell Roy, and Roy says, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, yes, I do. That's why you sat there quiet. Ricky starts chuckling because I know exactly what he does. A lot of you guys that want to be stand-up people and everything else that there is out there, have you not gotten this one thing in your head? Sam says 45 to 50 was in prison. I got stories of dudes who get it from the women correctional officers. They get it from the nurses. They do all of that. Sam Lee, you also said yesterday, since you are here, Sam Lee, you said he gets free food because he unassigns orders. I'm at a 99% customer service rating. 2%, 2% of unassigning. You're wrong. If I unassign orders, that would mean I would have a cancellation rate that is just astronomical. So for you saying that, you're weird too. But here's the thing, I'm not going to go into that. Flex has already called you crazy. He called you a wannabe black and everything else like that. They kicked you out. You've been hacked. You have had everything else happen to you. And ain't none of that got to do with me. You got to fix what you got going on. You said you were in Orange County. I'm from Cypress. Went to school in La Palma. He said Anaheim. People, I'm from all out there. You watch my other channel, you see I'm all out there. Sam, don't just try to say stuff to fit in stuff. It don't work like that. Now, I talked to Roy on a live, which was there for everyone to see. There was nothing there, okay, that was hidden. So when my conversation with Roy, and I put everything else out there on Roy's thing, and John, you're an idiot. Shut you on up. Try to be a troll and using your same email address, and it goes back to you and your name. Like, that was the dumbest thing you can do. All you other trolls that troll Roy, and Roy said, Reese said he only has HotFacts in the other one. Yes, I only have 2 channels, which means that everybody else out there who was doing that to you, they hate you, man. That ain't got nothing to do with me. They hate you. You asked a question. Why do you guys think Reese called me? I called you because I explained everything. I said this. I said, outside of the things what social media does, it's been 2 weeks, 13, 14 days, and I ain't said nothing to you. I thought it was going to be another day to be just dying it all out, right? That's what I said. I got on there, talked to you, had a customer, did my customer thing, then heard you guys talk crap, then clicked back on, and Marcus was like, oh, he's back. Yeah, my customer's gone, so I'm back. And I went further to explain some things. Now let me explain this. The reason why I called your dumbass, and you're asking people, why do you think Reese called me? I called you, you big dumbass. I called you. I didn't call everybody else. I called you, you big dumbass. Pick up the motherfucking phone, you big dumbass. Because I was going to tell you, like, look, Roy, I know you mad. I'm mad too. And I was just going to say it like this. When Flex said, did he leave a voicemail? You were like, nah, hell no, I'm not. I might as well do my voicemail like this. Nigga, Bobby get mad at that. I tried to call you to ask you a question. Are we going to let this die down and then fix what we still have? Or do you want to go the whole opposite way? That was my whole question that I was calling you for. Your big dumbass showing your own feet, your own green toes. You are the one doing that, calling people this, calling people that. You admitted yesterday when we were talking, yes, I think you have something to do with it. All that means I'm right. And I still ain't called you no bad words like you been doing me, talking about me the whole time, you big ass dumbass. I got a link up there. I click links. I clicked yours, you big dumbass. Let's see if you click this. Now remember, I'm banned on flexes. They said that he saw Flex backstage, so he left. Dumbass motherfuckers. Niggas, I don't see who's backstage. I'm not an admin of that motherfucking dumbass channel, you motherfuckers. All you who said that and you guys who clapped, nigga, you're weird. Flex don't click my link, and he still ain't. But I clicked yours, but he tried to go backstage on yours, and everybody understand this. Roy did not let Flex on because it was going to go all the way left field. He saw that he can still talk to me. And if Flex gets on here, he ain't going to get a chance to say shit. That's why Roy was almost crying on his shit. Go back and watch the first 38 minutes and see if I'm lying. He was almost crying. That's why he didn't let you on, Flex. You big dumbass who don't have no literacy. Get it right. Roy could have let you up at any time. Bobby could have let you up. They said they saw you backstage. Why didn't they let you up? Both them motherfuckers know that it would have went all the way left field if you would have brought your dumb ass up there. Because you don't even understand shit anyway, you fucking idiot. Tony Shu crossed you out, you dumbass. Why ain't none of the DoorDash people put up a video about the rideshare guy and Tony Shu's video and bring up everything that I have been saying the whole time like I highlighted? How come ain't none of them did a video yet? Because all them motherfuckers does the opposite. DoorDash, no tip, no trip. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. Ain't none of you put a video up because you do the opposite, you dumbasses. It's over. Roy said, what about Tony Shu? Nigga, you on there talking about DoorDash like you the expert. What about Tony Shu? And Tony Shu said, say my name like shoe, like the shoe. He said it on the rideshare guy. Say it like shoe. Nigga, you, everybody you who you do shit with is part of DoorDash. Every single person. So when you said, what about Tony Shu? And I said all this other stuff. And the craziest thing is this. I did a video and a recap of Tony Shu's interview with the rideshare guy. And I did something else with another video. And ain't none of the shit they talking about have to do with those videos. They're now trying to mix up and make stuff up happen. Do you get that? I bring hot facts. Roy, how come you said, well, all this other stuff and you went into all this other stuff? I was on your thing. But check this out. Here is what is really going to happen, Roy. Whoever says anything, remember, I clicked your link. My link is up there. I clicked your link. Your dumb big ass bitch ass will not click mine. I got questions. You don't want to answer them. If I'm not talking to you and they don't see it, they're lying because they are now talking about stuff that's false. Now, when you were like, oh, he's got enough balls, bring your big ass white balls in here, the perfect color. Let's bring in the perfect color, big ass white balls in here. Bring them on down. Bring them on down. I got the link up there. You can go click the link. Let's see if you got enough balls to click the link. Ricky Knight was up there. Let's see if you got enough balls to click the link. Bobby, let's see if you got enough balls to click the link. Flex, let's see if you got enough balls to click the link. Whoever want to click the link is right there. And let me do it in Necro's voice. Click the link. Let's see if you guys click the link. But guess who clicked Roy's link yesterday? It was me, myself. It was Hot Facts. It was me, myself, and Irene, Jim Carrey. Necro getting bags. What happened to lives from homes? Zach drives fast. Everybody else, they do them in the vehicle. So I said that if they accept that and that's what it is, that's what I'm going to do. How come I can't do the same thing the white people can do? How come they can do it and have it with food trays and everything in their car? How come I can't do it? The minute I say I'm going to switch up my shit and I don't tell you guys want to do this. How come they don't do shit at their home? Have you asked them that? Have you asked them how come they don't do it at their home? Why do you only do it in your car? Now that I'm doing it just like them, you want to go ahead and ask me, why do I do it in my car? Necro, don't ask questions if you ain't even asked them that. You are a scumbag for that. Stay over there with that shit. Nigga, stay over there with that shit. If I can do the same thing a white person can do, why is it wrong if I do it? Why? If the CEO of a company says everything that I say, how is what I'm saying wrong? Tony gave away $10,000 to everyone that was here from their 10 years. Pedro and Kim Tsai Money Plans and all them said, we didn't get anything. No, you're pandemic drivers. He ain't giving you shit. You don't even know shit, and you do no tip, no trip. So why would he give you anything, you dumbasses? Necro, go ask them that. Go into their live and ask them, how come you really didn't get 10 grand? Necro, you follow everyone. And if you follow the lounge, you follow all the scumbag ass shit. I was just watching a video on CNN and they broke down racism from then until now. They went through Sambo and everything, put the pictures up, and all you guys were laughing at all that stuff. And they put it up and said, this is what's really going on now. But that happens on the lounge. A lot of you guys don't get that stuff. Roy was mad because he said, he's not a good friend of me. No, motherfucker, I'm not a good friend of you. You know who's a good friend of me? A brother to me? The DoorDash Revolution and TFT. Those are brothers to me. We talk about life, experiences. We counsel and console each other. That's what we do. Those are friends and brothers, not good friends. George John, you big dumbass who don't even know what the fuck you're doing, that's a good friend. So whenever I was telling you that quit saying good friend, he's just a friend, that's what Roy is. He was a friend. I call him. He calls me. Not all the time. We talk. We do certain things. But I still know what he does. He's part of that nonsense. He's mad at Torp for saying right stuff. He's mad at this and that. He agreed to outpunch the car, and that was the right thing to do. He tried to steal someone's tip. That was the right thing to do. I can curse out and call anybody out because that's the right thing to do. And ain't nobody gonna talk like Reese to me because all you guys are punks, and you guys are still gonna give me money. That's the issue. Who's being pimped? Ricky Knight, since you want to talk about you being raised by pimps, nigga, everybody being raised by a pimp. Is there white people in this society? Did your people get raped? Did light-skinned people become light-skinned because the slave master raped them? They pimped this and this and that? Nigga, nobody care about you saying, oh, I was raised by pimps. Nigga, I know what you really do. I know what you really do. And don't none of them know it, but I do. And that's why they like, damn, how does Reese know so much about everybody? Noah, fuck you. Yup, 3-hour phone conversation. How come you ain't never talked about our 3-hour phone conversation and talked about it? Because you can't. I got something on that too. All you idiots just sit out there. Everybody I talk about, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Have you guys ever figured that out? Remember when Pedro stopped talking to me because I had all his text messages and I start showing them? You know why? Because I had the shit that y'all don't know that he does behind the scenes. And he don't say off the record, so it's on the record. Why you think he got shut on out? The news really uses all that stuff. Most of you guys don't even know this stuff. Ask Yep about the 3-hour. Look, your next live, since y'all gonna be talking about this on the lounge, ask Yep about the 3-hour phone conversation. Ask him to get in detail. I'll be watching. Let's see if he does. Ask Roy all this other stuff and nonstop and whoop, 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 whoop. Ask him. Who backstage? I got two back here. Who backstage? Who back here? Let me see. Hold up. Hold up. It say I got two backstage. I don't be looking down like that. I don't be looking down like that. Got TFT right here. Add to stream. Let me do this. TFT, you should be up there. Roy is right there. Add to stream. Now, if you guys are there, I should see you guys.
Yeah, and let me. I just don't know if you can hear me. I got some audio issues.
All right, no. All right, I see you guys. I see you guys. I see you guys now. I want to do this because this is one of my true friends who I say is a good friend. TFT, what you got to say?
Hold on, man. I got a little bit of technical difficulty here. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you, TFT.
Okay, well, it's the audio on my end is coming through funky instead of in my ear like it's supposed to.
Oh, you're all good. I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, you can hear me, but it's hard for me to hear you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, all right.
The main reason I'm here is, look, when I first started coming around, you two were friends. Whether you want to call each other brother or whatnot, that may be a different story. If you did in the past, look, I'm going to tell you a secret I learned long ago. Families fight. If you considered each other brothers in the past, you still are now. You may not like each other right this minute because you got some beef going on, but hell, that will work itself out if y'all want it to. If you don't, as far as I'm concerned, whatever both of y'all need to do is just drop it and fucking say your goodbyes and move the fuck on. Now, other people out here may be happy to listen to all this drama and bullshit, but I'm fucking sick of it. That's why I ain't been around in a while. Now, Reese, I count you as a friend. Roy, I don't get to talk to you like I do Reese, but I think of you as a friend too, because you and I got a lot of shit in common. That's my 2 cents. I gotta get my ass up out of this heat because it's freaking a scorcher today. And I had to do laundry and crap, and I already had to go work on the roof. Another roof issue.
I know it's triple digits right out there. I know it's triple digits out there, and you about to get it worse.
It's better today than it was yesterday. Last 2 days was like 109, 110. Today's only supposed to be like 103, but
right, yeah. I was at 104 yesterday, and I'm supposed to be at 93 today. So, you know what I mean?
If I'm lucky, I'll be in the 90s. Come Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yep.
But that's my piece, Roy. If you want to talk on it, I'll stick around to hear your side. Yeah.
Well,
That's my
see,
piece. That's all I gotta say.
Look, well, since you didn't did the peace greetings, I want to just since Roy is there, the reason why I called you, listen to this, man. I was calling you because the only thing I want to say is, are we gonna keep fighting, or are we gonna just keep letting it die down and then fix it? That was the reason why I called you. And you ain't
well,
gotta ask nobody else that. You didn't even ask me. I called you because I was gonna ask you that, me myself.
okay, okay. Well, see, the thing is, I'm not going to answer that, Robert, because first of all, when I asked you to drop it from day one, you never dropped it. So what difference does it make whether I ask you tomorrow, today, when you called me to drop it, when you didn't bother to drop it from day one when I asked everybody to drop it? So what difference does
Because
it make, Robert?
the
So what
difference is
difference? No.
this.
What's the difference?
No,
What
you just
difference?
asked a question, Roy. You got to
Yeah.
understand that when you're doing a monologue and you are trying to talk
No,
about stuff. No, no, no.
don't tell me how
You're
to talk.
asking a
See,
question.
this is
All
the
right, you
problem
asked me
with
a quick
you.
question.
This is
It
your
was not dropped
problem.
because you keep
This is
accusing
your
me of getting you
problem.
fired. It's
Okay,
not gonna drop. Well, why don't you say that? I don't got nothing to do with
oh
it.
fuck. See, this is why nobody can talk to you, Robert.
You can't ask a question.
Once again, Robert, I said I blamed one person and one person only
But
from
you
day
just asked
one.
me a question, Roy. You just asked me a
No, see,
question.
because you keep adding bullshit that I never did or
No, your
said.
question was,
You
what's
said,
the
oh,
difference?
fuck.
The difference is you kept saying that I am part of why you got fired. That's the difference. And you never let that die down. So therefore it ain't gonna die down. That's
You
what I'm
ain't even
saying. That's my
listening.
answer.
You ain't even listening, bro. From day one, I said to drop the situation. From day one, I blamed one person only. I blamed one person only from day one when I asked everybody, hey, I blame this one person only. I want everybody else to drop it because it's done, it's done. You're the one that kept texting me, what about Bob Bradley? What about Bob Bradley? And then you
Yeah,
kept it
because that's the
going. And
person.
then
I
you
ain't got
kept it
nothing to
going.
do with
Well,
that.
no. Don't ask me if I want to squash the beef, Robert, when I asked you to squash
I'm
it
not
from day
asking
one.
about squashing the beef. I said, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna let it die down and fucking let it die down and let this wash over and then get back to just being regular? Or are we gonna keep this thing going? That was my question and why I called you.
Bro,
How about you answer that?
I let it die down from day one, but you guys didn't let it die down. I'm not gonna
Man,
sit
you keep
here.
quit
I'm not
saying
gonna
you
sit
guys and
here.
tying me in. Once
I'm
you
not
say
gonna
that
sit
I'm
here.
doing this, you go in the lounge. Let's not say his name. F him. He's all this and all that stuff. I watch that stuff, man. You ain't let it die down. I ain't put no videos up. I said the only one was with the thing with what social media does. Outside of that, it was 13, 14 days of nothing going up and even saying your name. So
That's
therefore, I
bullshit.
have been letting
That's
it die
bullshit,
down.
bro.
And
That's
then you
bullshit.
did the shit
That
yesterday.
see that right there
All right.
alone is a lie,
I don't
Robert.
control Torp.
Look in
I
your
don't
list.
control Lisa. I don't
Look in your
control
list.
Bob Bradley. I
Okay,
control
see,
Reese.
you're just lying, Reese, because you just said here and said you haven't put nothing up for 14, 15 days. Look in your list of videos, bro. You just have a
Go
video from
look.
10. You just had a video from 10 days ago when
10
you
days
fucking
is 2 weeks.
but no, I don't think so. 14 days is 2 weeks, Reese. 14
No,
days, not
no,
10
no,
days.
no, no.
Not
The
10 days.
day that's in, there's another
Uh,
date at an
uh,
end because of
uh,
processing. You know that.
okay.
You put videos up.
Yeah.
Quit being a
Let me
dumbass
tell you
on that.
something. Yeah, I put
Quit being
plenty
a
of videos up.
dumbass on that. Quit being a
It don't
dumbass
take.
on that. You
Let me
already
tell
know,
you.
man.
It don't take 4 days to process a video and put it on
Well, let
YouTube.
me
So
tell you this. Well, if
don't.
I ain't done
So
nothing,
come on now.
if they say
Come on.
5 days is a business day and I'm taking care of business with you and it's over them days, that means I've been letting it slide. That means I've been letting it slide.
Okay, so
Just
you're
like the
just
whole Neckopolis and Bobby thing, I still ain't said nothing about him. And we and W Dash and all that has been trying to get me to do that stuff, and he donated to you too. I still don't do that stuff, man. Quit trying to play me like that. I'm talking to you. I ain't got nothing to do with what you did. You tried to steal a man's tip and you put it up there laughing about it and got fired and blamed everybody else about your mistake.
see.
Quit
Here you
blaming
go.
me.
See, here you go. You're spreading lies. What
I'm
gives
not
you the
spreading
idea?
lies,
You're
man.
spreading
And then
lies.
no.
You're
Here is
spreading
the
lies.
biggest thing you said, Roy. Here is the biggest thing that did not make no sense. You said that your driver Ken did not own up. He gave it to him and said celebration. That's the owning up of it, and you denied that. You're weird.
What do you mean I'm denying
He
that?
put it
I
out
never
there
denied
for
that.
everyone, and then it
I
got put
never
out
denied
there.
that. I
Man,
never
man,
denied that. See,
you said
see,
that.
this
You
is the
said that
problem.
You
This is
said
the
Ken and
problem.
Bob Bradley did not step up and
This is
own
the
up to it,
problem.
but they
You
did that
just,
shit, and
you
I put
just,
the news up on how they did, and
see,
you
that's the
still don't
thing.
like that shit. Go get
That's
at
the
them.
thing.
You trying to come at me? They used you to separate me and Rev as being friends. Go at
See,
them for doing that shit. You think because
see,
you're Roy, I
you're,
ain't gonna report that news?
you're just
Nigga,
saying
who are you to
whatever.
not say, nigga, what?
You're
Nigga,
just
what?
saying whatever, bro. First of all, I know Ken put it up there. I said he did it to give Flex something for his birthday. I already acknowledged that, bro. I don't know where you
If
coming up
you
with saying I
acknowledge
don't
that
acknowledge.
shit, well then keep it with
I don't.
them.
I think you
Why
have.
ain't you calling him a
I think you have
dumbass
hearing
bitch and
problems.
fuck you and
You
you're
have
an
hearing
idiot?
problems
Why ain't you doing that shit with him? Go do that shit with him. He's the one
because
that brought it back up, and
it doesn't matter.
you acknowledge that shit in the metaverse. Quit coming at me with that shit.
First of all, I
TFT
said,
got something to say.
go ahead, TFT, because it ain't. It,
Go
talking to
ahead,
him
Roy.
is.
Roy, go ahead. You just wanted to say something. Go for it. I'm putting my
It doesn't
finger
do
up to
nothing.
kind of
It doesn't
get
do
him to
nothing to
stop. And
talk to him. It does nothing to do to talk to him because he makes up whatever he wants to make up. The proof is out there. I never said anything. I said I held one person responsible. I told Ken, I'm not going to hold you responsible. I said I'm not going to hold Bob Bradley responsible because they're not the ones that gave it to corporate. Okay,
Nigga,
so
you
that's
don't
when I
even,
said
nigga,
at that. See
corporate
what?
got it
See what I mean,
themselves.
TFT? You know what?
You
I'm
told the
out.
lady
I'm out.
to
Reese,
go
I'm out.
look you
Reese,
See,
up.
that's the problem with you.
You
That's
told
the
the
problem
Reese.
with
lady
you.
in the video to
I'm
go
out.
look me up.
You don't need
You
to.
did
You
that
don't need to
too.
listen,
How
bro.
come you ain't
Bro,
blaming the
Reese,
lady?
I'm out. Fuck this
Man,
guy, man. Fuck you, man.
man,
Reese.
You don't
you
even.
told
You
the
don't even listen,
lady.
bro. You just
You
run your
told the
mouth.
Hey,
lady
hold
and
on,
You're,
her
hold
you're
on,
just
hold
running
husband.
your
on.
mouth.
Both of
Fuck
y'all,
you.
shut the hell up a minute.
TFT, he told the lady and the husband,
Yeah, I
you
know.
got my
I know
name
what
there.
he said in that video. I heard it. Yeah, I even saw it on Flex's live when not when it was live, but the replay you put up of it and the replay he put up of it. I know exactly what the hell Roy did and said. Roy never actually stole a tip. A lot of drivers don't carry cash in their hands like that. They got to go back to the car and get their little bag. All right. Now, yeah, don't get me wrong. Most of the drivers that usually carry the cash bag with them up to the door when they're handing the pizza, but some don't. Yeah, but nowhere in that video did Roy say he was stealing a tip. He said he wasn't going to take your change. You just got to go get it.
The guy
First
asked
off,
for the
first
change,
off,
but at the same time, man, at the same time, you see, this is what I'm talking about right here. Come on now, man. He told them that go ahead and complain. My name is on there. You
yes,
know
he
my
did.
name. How does he not know that it wasn't them? And then they actually got the video that confirmed it.
You know, there was also a video out there where Lisa Surly said was saying that she did it.
Yeah, but the
Okay, so
customer was
that's
right
why
there
she blaming
first.
her. He blaming her.
Yeah, but he told the customer, and she said, the
Yes,
customer,
I
he
know
told
that.
them.
And 90% of
So why
customers, you can say
bypass
that
the
shit to them, and
customer
they ain't
and
gonna
not
do a
Lisa
damn thing.
Surly? But why bypass the
Well,
customer and go to Lisa Surly though? That's my whole thing. You
who
bypass
said
the
you don't blame
customer
the
what you
customer
told
too?
them. But if the customer actually did, and then they got video to go along with it, that's their verification. That's all on him. Ain't nobody else.
No, now, yeah, Roy shouldn't have had that on stream. However,
The
we
hell?
all have done stupid shit on streams, except for maybe me because I'm not usually on streams very much. And when I
TFT,
am,
I
I'm
know
usually
for a
doing like I
fact
am
you
right
ain't
now,
never
sitting in a
cursed
damn truck.
nobody out. I know that you ain't never went to nobody's house and talked to them like that. I know for a fact
Huh,
myself. If it happened, it might have been when you were way younger in the day.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I've gotten too much respect for myself to do anything silly, especially when I know everywhere, pretty much anywhere and everywhere, there's a camera watching me. whether it's a Ring doorbell, a street cam, a fucking ATM camera, somebody with their cell phone fucking doing a TikTok or whatever, somewhere and anywhere and everywhere I am, I can be on camera at any given fucking point in day. Except for when I'm in my bed asleep or on my toilet. There ain't no cameras in there unless I'm recording myself.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna put me into something you did. Now, I might be a news channel, and he may be upset with me because I am a news channel, and I cannot separate him from the evil stuff that I see on things that I'm gonna
Honestly,
put
I
up
don't think
there.
he's even
He
balking
might be
about
mad
you
at me
doing
because
that.
of that.
Look, I don't think he's not balking at you for fucking reporting on it the one time you did. What he's balking on you about is the fact that you put up a short, like 2 or 3 shorts, plus 2 or 3 videos about it.
Right?
Back
Yeah,
to
but he
back.
goes on the lounge and talks about it, and he goes on there and adds fuel to the fire. So whenever they say I'm lying about this, I'm about to make the video that shows that this is what happened and put the clip after it. I don't give a fuck about doing that. And I'm gonna do it every single time to let everybody know that I'm not lying about this shit because this is what the fuck happened.
So that's just it. You don't need to keep putting it out there. You've got it out there. So it's like all you got to do is if somebody brings something up again, you say, well, you know what? Go back to such and such video on such and such a day. There's all the proof you need. Have a good one.
I
That's it.
should do that, TFT, but I don't. And
No,
this is
that's
why TFT is
the reason you don't do it, honestly, brother, is because you're hot under the collar because you're losing. You got a friend who's beefing with you right now. Because you count Roy as a friend, whether you say it or not. You know you count Roy as a friend.
I count Roy as a friend. I ain't never said that, but as a good friend, the things we talking
because you
about right
two have
now,
always had each other's back in the past, and now he's going at you because you keep bringing shit up, and he brings shit up to try and counteract what you said. So you bring shit
nah,
up again,
I'm
and
talking
vice
about
versa, and
I'm
vice
talking
fucking
about the
versa, and
differences.
you're getting both on hot under the goddamn collar where you can't even sit in the damn room and talk to each other.
I want to well, why do you think I called him off the record so I can just talk to him? I want to ask him those questions so I can ask him, and then we can try to
Breeze, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you this one question right quick.
go
When
ahead.
you're hot under the collar with somebody, how likely are you going to answer a call from that person, especially
Well,
while the shit's still fresh and you
if I
still
have not
mad?
put things up, if I have not put things up in 2 weeks and I'm calling you, maybe, man, you know what? I'm not gonna ask them about why he called me. I called you for a specific reason because unlike, what John George says, TFT, I consider a good friend and a brother. Roy, I considered a friend. I was calling him so I can talk to him and just talk to him and ask him, what are we gonna do? That's the best way to iron it out is to call the man. That's what I did.
True, I agree. But like I said, like for some reason right now, you and I got into such a beef where we both just end this stream, go our separate ways for a minute. And I try to call you and say 10 minutes. You hot under the collar with me right now, kind of thing. Are you really going to answer my call? Thinking that we might end up fucking hollering and screaming at each other again?
I never had no issue with you as
I'm not
far as
saying
being
you had an
hot.
issue with me. I'm using myself as an
No,
example.
yeah, but see, it's different though. The only time I have not answered your call is because we got family issues going
Yeah,
on.
I know,
So
and I know, and I respect that.
I've never
You
experienced
know,
that with you, so I don't even know how to answer that. So to be honest,
I'm just saying, using me as an example, as good of friends as we is. If you and I got into a beef with one another, where we fucking hot under the collar, even though we not talking a couple of days, kind of thing, and say I just call you out of the blue, whether regardless you got anything personal going on. If I try to call you to ask you something, are you really gonna answer that call right away while you still hot with me?
I probably see that's a
See,
hypothetical,
you
and
probably wouldn't. You
I
probably see if
probably
I
won't.
left a voicemail.
I probably won't. TFT. I probably won't.
You probably
I
see if I left
probably
a voicemail. You may listen to it. You may not right away, but whatever. Then maybe a couple of days later, you might call me or
Okay,
send me a message that, hey, no, I don't want to talk right now. Maybe try a couple of days or whatever.
let's set the record straight regarding that video that everybody's playing. You sit there and you say, "Oh, maybe it was the customer." Let me tell you something. One, that video that was clipped, that was from a lounge from over 5 months ago. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the customer complaining about anything. because I was there that night. If that customer complained, I would have been there when the management would have got that complaint. So that clip,
and like I said,
if
I
you
didn't
go
say
back,
the
well,
customer
yeah,
did it.
like I said, it had nothing to do with the customer. So Reese, you over here talking about, oh, the customer probably complained. No, that was over 5 months ago on Flex's
You
Live
still don't
that
even know
video was
that.
clipped on. I do know that
You
because I was
you
on
know
the
you
stream.
don't. You don't know your own personal file. You don't
What
know
the
your
fuck
own
you talking
personal
about?
file.
I do know my
Your
Well,
own
personal
personal
Reese,
file.
file, you have no
as somebody
control of
who's
your own
worked in
personal
delivery
file.
industries like
See,
Roy
how
has,
do you, what do you mean I don't know my own personal file? I can look it up on the
You
computer
cannot
when I'm
go
at work
in and
all the
go to
time.
your. So are
Yes,
you going to your Manila
yes.
folder and looking at your shit? Look
I
at your
don't.
file.
First of all of our complaints are kept on a computer screen, so I can go through
So are they?
all my
So you're
shit.
able to,
So yeah.
man.
So yes, I can look through my
So
own
Roy,
shit.
every employee has access like you to know everything that's being investigated on them.
Yes, all I got to do is ask my
All
manager,
right.
can you pull up my complaint page? And they will pull it up for me, and I can read all my complaints and all
But
my
if you're
good
under
stuff.
investigation, they ain't gonna show you certain
I
things,
wasn't
man.
under,
That's
I did,
obvious.
the whole under investigation was right before they fired me because of the video. So the investigation means dick. That they just tell you that before they fire you. So there's no investigation of nothing because they asked me, was that in you? Was that in you in the video? I told the HR people, yes, that was me in the video. They said, okay, well, we're going to take you off the road while we investigate and look it over, and then we'll let you know on Monday. That's what that was. It had nothing to do with anything. It had nothing to do. And the thing that you keep talking about, the whole the thing I asked you to text Domino's about. Okay, what? Tell me what does me asking
Bobby
you?
says he's backstage. Don't think you just finna just come up here. I gotta link up all the time.
Okay,
Don't think you finna get up here
so
and just show the road. That's not
so
happening
yes.
either.
So yes, I never denied asking Robert to to hit up Domino's on Twitter regarding a situation between another driver and management. Okay, what? How did you correlate that, Robert? That you had to make a video and say this
Because you
shit?
got suspended right after you
Oh,
got fired, and you blame
okay,
me to having a
okay,
part of all of that after you asked
okay.
me to put that up on Twitter. That's
Let,
how I
let,
get
let me
involved in all
finish.
this stuff.
Let me finish. How do you correlate that, Robert, when I said I
I
got
just
suspended and
correlated it,
fired?
man.
Hold on. How do you do that when I said I got suspended and fired for the video that fucking Lisa sent in? How do you conflate those two together? They're not even
Because
the
you,
same.
Roy, you even said out of your own mouth, I go in there, they know I do things, I talk shit to them, they won't fire me. They know that you do shit. You talk about your shit. You do all this shit, and then you go and have me do some shit. Then you get suspended, then you get fired. I am the person that did something for you. That when I do my investigation, you were the person that, first of all, you got suspended, then fired. And all of that goes in hand. And you
No,
tried
it
to have
doesn't.
me involved in that. And
No,
that's
it
how you
doesn't.
put me in. That's how I
No,
can
it doesn't.
correlate that.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do. Something I asked you to do a month before I get fired for something
Bobby,
a
shut up.
totally
No one
different
cares about
situation.
your balls. You call me all this other stuff, Bobby. You stay backstage. I'm not bringing you up. You talk all this stuff, and no one cares, Bobby. I'm saying this to you. No one cares. I sit there and listen to you call me a POS and all this stuff, and I still ain't called you the names that I want to call you. You don't never click the link or come up to say anything, and then you try to whoop, whoop, whoop. You got mad because I used the word nigga, nigga, I'm black, I can. Now, this ain't no twerp thing or none of that other stuff. Stay your ass back there. I'm talking to Roy. I respect him more than you. Go ahead, Roy.
So that's the whole thing. You're correlating something I asked you to do for me a month ago, which I never denied asking you. Okay, I never denied asking you. It's right there in the text. You showed it. I never denied it, and I even said thank you for it when we talked on the phone. But me asking you to do something because I know I get collateral damage if I tell on people at work. I know I'm going to get repercussions for that. I asked you to do it for me as a favor, but that has nothing to do. What happened
Well,
a
why
month
didn't you
ago?
ask any of them on the lounge to go ahead and do it? Why didn't you ask any of them? Why didn't you
Uh,
ask Bobby to go ahead and do it? Why didn't
uh,
you ask any of them to ask that?
okay, because Robert, you were my friend at the time. Why can't I ask
Yeah,
you to
but
do
they
it?
are your friends
What's
still
what
at the
difference?
time. How come you ain't asked them, man?
Okay, first of all,
Why
they
you
don't
ask
have.
me to get involved? If
Okay,
that
because
shit didn't happen, Roy, I would
okay,
not be
first
mad at you, man.
okay,
I'm
first of
upset
all,
because I got a beef
first
with you. Do you get that?
first first of all, they don't have Twitters. You have Twitter. I have a Twitter. They don't have Twitters, bro. So that's why I asked you to do it for me. And I wasn't dragging you into nothing. I just asked you to ask them a question. Okay, and me getting fired a month later for a video that some cunt put out on the internet that or sent to my corporate has nothing to do with that situation. It didn't bring you into any situation, bro, because I wasn't involved in the accident. I was working. You saw me working. I was working. I wasn't involved in the accident. It was between a manager and another driver that was suspended from driving because of an accident. Had nothing to do. So for you to correlate the two or think for 1 second that I'm bringing you into some kind of drama with me at my job, no, no, I don't see how
Well, do
you
you
get that.
see how I can correlate that and put it
No,
into what I'm saying, though?
no,
How
because
can
Lisa,
you not?
hold on,
Motherfucker, Roy, you ain't that
hold on,
stupid, man. You
hold
are
on,
not
bro.
that stupid,
Uh,
man.
Hold on. How can I say that you shouldn't have correlated the two? Because they were two separate incidences that had nothing to do with each other. That's how. That's how.
Did they
Okay.
both
I could have.
involve
Okay.
you?
Okay. Well. Okay. I asked you to do that. 3 months from now. Let's say it was 3 months later I get fired. Would you correlate the two? No.
You're
No. It
still
does.
gonna say I had. Well, right now you will not say I had something to do with it. But if there was,
I never
if
said you.
everything
I
was
said
regular, you would try to correlate me into that, man.
no. From day one, Robert. See, this is why you're not listening. You've been yelling and over
You
talking me
ain't
the whole
listening,
time.
man. And I've been
You been,
listening to you,
no, you
Roy.
haven't.
I've been
No, you
watching you
haven't.
on the lounge, not on your own stuff. It ain't been on your own channel. It's been on the lounge. You go up there every day. You talk all your stuff and do all this, and ain't nobody saying nothing back to you. I have
Yeah.
let you do that every single day, and I ain't
I
said shit to you.
okay. I said from day one, I blamed one person. Let me finish before you go yelling off. Okay. I said from day one, I blamed one person. That was Lisa. She's the one that admitted to sending it to corporate. That's who I blame. Flex and other people
And can y'all
wanted me.
get
Oh,
rid
no,
of
hold on,
Lisa and
hold
tying
on.
her into me?
See,
No,
this is where it's wrong.
can you do it right now? Cut Lisa off from Robert. Quit tying her in with me. Y'all motherfuckers still got that shit going on. Kill all the noise right now. Kill all the noise. Get her out of being tied in with me. Kill all the noise. You got the floor. Kill the noise.
Okay, first of all, I blamed one person only. Okay, Flex and others wanted me to put you in the mix because Lisa was one of your subscribers and she's always commenting on your shit. I said no, I can't blame Reese.
So
Reese
they
has
tried
nothing to
to
do with
play a
it.
plot to
Hold
say
on.
bring us in together.
I thought you were gonna
You
let me
just said
talk.
that publicly right now. Fuck the
I thought
lounge too,
you.
you little bitches over there.
I thought you were gonna let me talk.
No, go. But you just said something. Go. Fuck them bitches
Yes,
in the lounge.
because other people wanted me to put you into it because it involved her, which she's one of your supporters, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I'm not going to affect Reese like that because it has nothing to do with
Nigga,
Reese.
look. Now, Roy,
Hold
let
on.
me tell you this. No. Hopefully
Come on,
everybody is
man. You're
watching
not
this.
even letting me talk,
Lisa
bro. You're not even.
Surly comments on stuff, and she asked me a question the other day. She said, why don't you do GoPuff videos? But my video shows me going up to do a GoPuff delivery. I said, watch the video. I don't think she's intelligent. So does
Okay.
everybody else hear that?
Okay, that's fine, but let me talk.
All right.
You said I had the floor, so give me the floor. Quit interrupting me, please.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
They said that I should put you involved because she's your subscriber. I said no. I said there's only one person I blame, her. I don't blame Bob Bradley, which you thought I should, and don't start. Bob Bradley, I should do Ken and all these other people. I don't do that because it's not their fault. Okay. What people do on the internet with shit that they see, that's nothing I can have any control over. So I can't hold Bob Bradley. Bob Bradley didn't contact my corporate. Ken didn't contract my Ken had no ill will when he did the video for Flex. So I can't hold Ken responsible for it. And I definitely wasn't holding you responsible just because Lisa's one of your subscribers. And I told everybody that from day one, Robert. And you kept texting me, well, why didn't I blame Bob Bradley? What about Bob? What about Bob? I could care less about Bob, bro. Bob's a 6-year-old sad man that lives a shitty life that he does the things he does. but I'm not going to hold him responsible because he's not the one that sent it to corporate. There was one person, and I said that from day one. And then all these videos kept coming out saying that I'm lying about this or I'm lying about that, which I never lie about anything, Robert. You know that for a fact. That's one of the reasons why me and you were kind of close as friends, because you know I don't lie. I don't have no reason
I
to lie
still
to you.
consider you a friend. I'm just fucking pissed off as hell at you, and I'm fucking pissed off
But
at
you have no
you
reason.
because
You have
you don't. Here is why we have an odd. You don't accept why I am mad at you, and you don't accept why the other way. It's vice versa. We have a rift right now. I wish it was not going down like this, but it is.
guess
So that's
what?
why I called you
But guess what?
yesterday. What are we
But
gonna
guess
do to
what,
fix
Robert?
it?
But guess what, Robert? It would have never went down if people would have respected my wishes from day one when I
Well, then
said,
you got to get in your driver Ken. Them the motherfuckers that put the shit up thinking it was funny and games and jokes. They're the
see,
ones that did that shit. And the people that don't like you in real life on social media who don't have nothing else to do, they have no time in the world to do regular shit, but they'll do some shit like that. So therefore there you go. But that
and that's
happened because
fine.
of you. Your driver Ken put it up there as a joke, and the
Okay,
joke backfired. You got to go
okay.
get at his ass. Quit
No,
getting
I
on
don't.
me.
No, I don't have to get on him, and I wasn't getting on you until you started doing all this shit. You say
Man,
you're my.
it starts with
Listen,
him,
let's
man.
hold on
Roy,
a
you
second.
a man.
Hold,
If
hold on
if
a
I
second.
walk up and just push you, you go do something to me. That
Hold on a
motherfucker
second.
did that shit to you.
Okay, hold
Nigga,
on
we
a
gotta
second.
DP that. We gotta
Hold on a
DP
second.
that.
Okay, hold on a second. I told everybody that I'm trying to stay away from drama, all this bullshit. So when this shit happened, I blamed the one person and I asked everybody else to fucking drop it. I don't want to hear about it anymore. But guess what? All I kept hearing was the same shit. And then somebody I thought was my friend went way overboard, calling me a liar, calling me
You
Jesse
are a liar.
Smollett.
You told me
No,
that I'm responsible. Fuck you for
I
that.
don't. Okay,
That's
you know
what I
what?
say.
You know why I felt you were responsible, and I still may feel you're responsible, is because you did what you did. You
Do
blasted
you
it
see
on the
how
internet.
angry I am
You
over just that part right there? That
well
should let
you
you know I had nothing to do with that, man.
okay
Get that shit out of your brain, motherfucker.
that's fine, Robert. If somebody sent me a video of Robert doing some bad shit, and I chose to plaster it all on my fucking YouTube channel after I was
Man, you
asked,
clown bud
hold on,
soda and shit
hold on,
nonstop,
hold on,
man.
hold on, hold on. If somebody sent me a video of Robert doing some bad shit and I decide to turn around and blast it all on my fucking channel over and over and over again after I was asked not to by Robert, don't you think Robert at some point gonna say, hey, well, maybe Roy did have something to do with what the bad shit about me? Wouldn't you
Hell
believe that?
nah, because if
Oh,
everything
bro.
happened before and then I get some stuff after, then therefore I have nothing to do with it.
Well, we
Man,
look at it. Well,
come
we
on
look at
now.
look. Well,
Just don't
we
try to include me into some
well,
nonsense
eh,
because
well,
it's what they would do.
well,
Motherfucker, what would you do?
well. I looked at it as since you chose the it's like you chose the opportunity to hurt me any which way you could because you
I
were
did
upset
not
with.
hurt you. If you were anybody else, I'm going to put the video up. What
You
separates
did.
you?
You did put the video up. Your exact words,
I put it
bro.
up after
Oh,
everything. Look,
yeah,
Roy.
yeah.
The
Why?
minute you said that
Why?
I had something to do with it, I said, "Fuck it. I'm about to report this on the news on all my channels." I was like, "Why ain't Pedro and Hannibal or any of them even say nothing?" And I was like, "Maybe it's some thing with Roy." And then once you said that, I said, "Fuck it. I'm putting it up. Fuck them for being scared. I'm putting it up." Now, if it was anybody else, you would say something about. That's why I put it up. So don't ask why anymore. I'm telling you. I ain't got no other answer for that but what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, and you know what? I wouldn't. Those words that I think Robert may have something to do with it would have never came out of my mouth if you never played the video and blew the video up like you did. You put it
Yeah,
on
but see,
Facebook.
you're saying that
You put
I
it on
blew it up.
Facebook.
Is it because I'm the
Uh,
news channel that he's got all these things
hold on.
and you say shorts and things don't matter, but I blew it up because it's all over the place? People,
But
I am
but
the official
okay.
news channel of the gig world, and he is upset because I put it up on all my stuff. This lets you
But
know I'm the real news. Keep
but
going.
but but first of all,
Keep
bro,
going.
this is
Keep
W2.
going.
This is not gig
Keep
work,
going.
bro. This is not gig news.
It's
This was
gig
Roy.
work. Delivery
No,
driving
no.
is gig work. You went there
Okay.
to do a gig to be a driver instead of working and making pizzas. Your
What are you
gig is
talking
driving.
about? What are you talking about, bro? That video was me on a delivery from Domino's. Had nothing to do with
Exactly.
gig
A
work.
delivery from Domino's.
Yeah, it had
Yes.
nothing to do. It had
Exactly.
nothing to
So
do.
guess what?
What are you
So
talking
check this
about?
out.
See, you're not
You
even
did
listening,
that on the
bro. This is the
delivery
fucking
with
problem.
Domino's.
This is the
You
fucking
did that.
problem.
The delivery at Domino's is still gig work. You
No,
don't
it is
get that.
not. What part of you do not
Man, shut
understand,
your
bro?
ass
See,
up. You're the one
see,
that says
you're
everyone is an
see,
employee, but now
you're a
you ain't doing
clown.
gig work. You're
It
dumb for
wasn't
that
gig
shit.
work. See, that's how fucking dumb you
Oh,
are. You don't even
man.
listen. It wasn't gig
You
work,
don't listen to
asshole.
the words that
Domino's
come out of
doesn't
your own mouth,
listen.
man.
Listen, it was
Come
my
on now.
W-2. It was my W-2, Robert. It has nothing to do with DoorDash.
Are you doing
Domino's does not
deliveries?
use DoorDash.
Are you doing deliveries?
Domino's does not use DoorDash. Has nothing to do with DoorDash. Has nothing to do with gig. It
Were
was
you
my
doing a
W-2.
delivery?
Yeah, for my W-2, not gig
Here,
work.
George John. John is here. Let me add George John to the stream.
Okay,
Let me add
it's
him to
not
the
gig.
stream.
Once again, it was not gig work. It was my W-2 job. It was not gig
Hold
work.
up.
So it's not gig news.
TFT is
So it's
there?
not gig news. So it's not gig news. Straight up, it's not gig news. It's my W-2 job. Plain and simple.
It is gig news.
It is
You're
not gig news.
driving.
It is
You're
not gig news.
driving.
Was it
You're
on a gig
driving.
app? Was it on a gig app? No, it was not. So it's not gig
You're
news.
on a
So
wow.
let's get that straight.
How you doing,
Wow.
Mr. TFT?
Let's get that straight.
No,
It was
just another day.
it was not gig work. It was not gig work. It was W-2 work. So let's get that straight. So it doesn't belong on a gig news because it has nothing to do with gig work.
So work is not work. So you're gonna separate what you're supposed to do
So it
depending
doesn't
on what you're
matter to you,
doing.
Robert. So it doesn't matter to you, Robert. It doesn't matter to you. You're gonna do what you want, whether it's gig work or not. You're gonna make whatever stories you
You go
fucking
accuse,
want.
yeah,
So it
but
doesn't
you'll
matter.
accuse me. You'll accuse me, George John. You're back there. I didn't see it because I was talking to Roy. What you got to say before TFT talks? What you got to say?
Oh, first of all, thank you for letting me on your stream, Mr. Reese. How you doing this
I
morning?
never go
this
deny you.
afternoon? How's everybody doing?
Everybody's well. You see how we all doing. We a little angry right now.
Yeah. I just want to hear. My thing is I was hearing backstage. I agree with Mr. TFT here, and I'm going with him. You guys need to work this out because y'all are friends. Mr. Roy.
Let me stop you. Let me stop you right there, George. Sorry for disrespecting you, but let me stop you. I'm not friends with him anymore. Friends do not act like that towards another person. Friends do not backstab other people like that. I'm not going to surround myself with somebody who's willing to backstab somebody they call a friend because they're upset with something I said or something I did or whatever. When they all they had to do was call me and say, "Hey, well, what's the deal? Why do you feel this way?" He never did that. He decided to go on YouTube and start spreading all these bullshit lies about me. At that point, I can't take you as a friend anymore because you backstabbed me. I would never do that to Robert. I wouldn't throw Robert up under the bus like that because he is my friend. But he chose to go. He chose to go the opposite. So at that point, I can't call you a friend anymore. I asked everybody to drop the whole situation, and he's the only one that has bothered to keep the situation to go. So if he was my true friend, he would have stopped it from day one. And he wouldn't have to call me to ask me if it's over. Do you want to drop it? He should have already known that I wanted it dropped from day one when I asked it
I
to be
didn't say drop it. I was calling you to ask you what are we gonna do? Me and you. Fuck everybody else.
Mr. Reese, can I like talk to Mr. Roy?
You have the whole floor. You have the whole floor. It's all yours.
I just wanted to make sure Mr. Roy was done first. I wanted to hear him. Okay, like yesterday, that's what I was kind of saying. Like we're friends. Yeah, I'm sorry about the good friends because I figured y'all was good friends because the way it was. But y'all friends. To me, the way y'all was acting, y'all was pretty good friends. That's why I was saying that. But friends, okay? Now, both of y'all been going back and forth. And then how I see it is that I just feel that it's more personal on a personal level than this, like I understand Mr. Roy got, what happened to him. We don't need to go through all that. But when it comes to friends, I feel like a friend should be there for support. And Mr. Roy felt that
I feel that Mr. Roy felt that he wanted you as a friend to support him because y'all both said it on each other's streams and other streams. Y'all were friends. TFT said that too. Y'all friends, and he's friends with Mr. Roy too, Mr. TFT. So when he felt that trust was gone because he didn't have that support from you because of your actions. You see, a lot of people say actions speak louder than words. And to me, when I was saying yesterday about a friend would be there for support and everything, that's how I was meaning between you guys, because I could see that there's something there. Because Mr. Roy, if he wasn't really your friend and he didn't want to be your friend to me, I could be wrong because he could speak for himself. He still had your number in his phone. Now, if he said it before that he was cutting ties with you and everything before. He asked you to come on the stream other times. You didn't. You came on this last time yesterday. But the thing was, he still had your number in his phone. And if he has any other way of communicating with you and him, I don't know. But I know the phone thing. And that's what I'm getting on. So I felt that maybe he might want something. Now, when you came out and said the reason why you was calling him because you wanted to talk to him off the record, which he was trying to tell you before to drop things. If you wanted to talk to him, don't have to put everything online because a friend, some things shouldn't be publicized. That's what I feel like. Certain things shouldn't be publicized. And a lot of this stuff shouldn't have been publicized. And that's what both of y'all going through. Now, like I was saying before, he said he did not think you had nothing to do with it. He admitted that, and he said that. We're not talking about nobody else. We're just talking about you. He said that he believes you. He did ask everybody, but he asked you, and you're a friend of his, and you say you're a friend, to let it go. Just please let it go.
Now, George, if I can put in one thing right now, he said that Flexing and said that, well, this and that. He's saying this. You should do this. Now, when I said that when he goes on the lounge and that adds fuel to the fire, how do you put that into now with what you're saying? The floor is still yours.
Because I'll answer
no,
that.
It's still George's. It's still George's floor.
I'm going to answer what you just said.
I'm asking him.
Okay, but I'm
let him talk, Roy.
Because Roy,
I'm asking him. See, this is the issue.
See, he wasn't there. I was.
Man.
When I went on the lounge, when I was on the lounge and Flex and all them were telling me I should blame you, I didn't. I told them no, I wasn't going to hold you responsible.
Okay, but my question for this to John was this. Since that they told you to do it, my question to John was, since you know that they told him that, when he goes on the lounge, the fuel to the fire is going to be added from them. I'm asking you now, how do you feel about that? That's why the question was for you. George, it's on you.
Well, I wasn't there when he said it, but I was there on another stream that was said on his stream that when people was telling him that you were no good, just don't be friends with him or whatever the case may be, he stood up for you.
No, hey, George, I'm talking about the situation that we are talking about.
Well, that is part of the situation.
Yeah, but the situation was they told him that you should do this. Since they told him he should do this, why do you? Roy just said it right now. Were you not listening?
What did he say he should do?
Roy, can you repeat it for him so he can hear? So he's not missing it.
You all just let me do it.
I told you. I told you.
John.
Yes.
All right.
Everybody, I'm gonna stay. I'll say it. And I got a little comment to say right after that. John, well, he's trying, or George. Is it George or John, or is it George John?
First name George, last name John.
Okay, George. I don't like to be disrespectful. That's why I want to make sure I get your name right. Now, George, what he's saying is that Roy said that Flex and them were trying to get Roy to tie Reese in with Surly and blame Reese for all of this. Back when this whole thing first started. And Roy said no.
Okay. I remember something like that. And he said out of his mouth that Mr. Reese had nothing to do with it. He said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I
now
remember
Reese is
something like
asking
that.
what your
I
opinion
remember
about
something
this
like
with the
that
lounge.
he said that they said that, and he told them that Mr. Reese had nothing to do with it. He was just playing that lady who put the video to corporate, and that's all he was blaming. And that's what he was saying for a while. He kept saying that Mr. Reese did not have nothing to do with it.
Now,
He
TFT is
did
going
say
to
that,
ask
and he
your
kept saying
opinion
that.
on what
Now,
the
the only
first thing
reason
he
why he
said. You
changed
still won't let him.
his statement is because of the videos and stuff that you putting up after he was asking you
Oh my
to
goodness, man.
now,
not.
My goodness, man. TFT
my
came
comment.
in and asked a question about the opinion about flexing them, and you still did not answer that for TFT. So
Yes, I
now you
did.
see why I'm frustrated.
Yes, I
Well,
did.
first of all, what their opinions mean absolutely jack shit to me when it comes to Reese. Their opinions mean jack shit to me when it comes to TFT. Their opinions mean jack shit to me when it comes to George. I make my own decisions, Reese, if you haven't decided that by now. So when they told me
No.
what no, so listen, when they told me
Oh
in the
my
lounge that
fucking goodness.
I should involve you in it, Reese. When they told me that on the lounge, when they came into my own live streams and were saying the same things that they were telling me in the lounge, every time I told them, no, Reese had nothing to do with it, and I'm not going to blame Reese for it. Just because Lisa's.
TFT, can you go TFT? TFT, go ahead.
Okay, go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
TFT.
TFT. Go
I
ahead, TFT.
appreciate your sentiment there, Roy, and statements there. I do. My
Mm.
only comment that I got to stay right now before I get to moving so I can get some kind of airflow on me before I start turning into a crispy critter out here is you two, Roy and Reese, Reese and Roy, whichever way you want to put it, you two are the ones now that have to drop all this crap and figure out if you all want to try and resume a friendship or go your separate fucking ways. That's all there is to it. There is no more beefing, no more drama, no none of that crap. That's all you got to do. Now, whether you guys want to do it here on the stream, that's up to you. You all want to
Well,
call each other or text each other to figure it out, do it that way.
well,
Whichever.
well.
That's the decision that has to be made.
The
I
problem
want to
is
talk to you,
TFT.
Roy, on the phone. I want
All
to
right.
do that after the stream.
The
And I
problem with
want you to
that.
pick it up, and we ain't gonna argue.
The
I
problem with
think
that TFT. The
TFT has a
problem
good
with
point there.
Well,
It
hold
is
yeah,
on,
but the
George.
between
problem is.
Hold
it
on,
is
George.
But the,
between you
but
two.
Let Roy talk, George.
But
I'm
the problem
sorry.
with that TFT is I asked everybody to drop it from day one. That should have been respected by Reese and everybody else. Plain and simple. When I said I blame one person only, Reese should have did a video. If Reese was my friend, Reese should have did the video. Hey, I have nothing to do with this Lisa chick. She did this on her own. Roy said it out of his own mouth that I had nothing to do with it. Blah blah blah, and that would have killed this whole thing from day one. And if Reese would have dropped it from day one when I asked everybody to drop it, it would have been a done deal. I'd
Yeah,
still
but
be
you're
friends
over
with.
there on the
I,
lounge that's
Reese, hold
promoting
on.
and adding fuel to the
Reese,
fire.
Reese, hold on. Let him
I
finish his
don't care.
statement.
Like I said, Reese, I don't care. Yes, they were in the lounge telling me to do this. They were on my own live streams telling me to do this. And guess what? I said, no, I'm not going to do it because he had nothing to do with it. How many times you got to listen to me say that? They can tell me whatever they want. Okay. I don't give a fuck what other people tell me, bro. I go by what I see and what I learned from the situation. And I said it from day one, you had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of their opinions on my stream or the lounge, had nothing to do with it. Had nothing to do with it. I never blamed you. So I don't care what their opinions are on the lounge or on my own live streams. I go by what I go by. And that's Reese had nothing to do with it. But then
Mm-hmm.
when Reese decided to blow it all up because I didn't blame other people,
It was
you
blew
decided to
up
blow it up.
before me.
And so at that point, you decided to continue it after I asked for it to be dropped. And at that point, I still have no ill wills. I think I even text you, hey, bro, I can't really hang with you anymore. I hope you have a good life with you and your family. I text that. I don't think you bothered to show that text. But why would I talk to you on the phone or why would I
Show me
text
that
you?
text. Show me that text, Roy.
You don't want
All
me to
right,
show you
my
that
phone's
text.
overheating. I got to
No,
get to
Because
show
moving.
me that text because if you would
Um,
have sent me that text, Roy, that would have been one of the texts that I would have got from you, and I would have replied with a different text to you that would have been in the right direction. I
okay.
never got that text.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't lie, so I'm not gonna lie. If you didn't get it, you
Well,
didn't
I'm
get it.
just saying,
But I don't
forward
fucking lie.
that to me to my phone so I can see it though.
If
How about you
I
do
don't I
that?
don't know because a lot of your shit I erased you from my phone because I have no
All right.
reason.
Well,
I have
then
no.
there you
Sorry,
go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there you
I'm
go. Yeah,
sorry.
but you can't
Well, there
erase
you
me
go.
calling you. I
But yeah,
called
but
you
I
for a
why?
reason.
But you can't be trusted. You already backstabbed me once, bro.
Man,
Why?
you can't say I
How can
can't
I
be
trust you?
trusted. I'm a news channel. There's certain things that's going on, Roy. You are part of a group that where you join in the reindeer games. You do that. And they add fuel to the fire. So if they are always adding fuel to the fire, I always have to think a certain way. I always have to. I have
Can I
to.
ask a question?
Go ahead, George. The floor was still yours. Your time was
No,
taken up, so you still got the floor.
no, I don't want to interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt, Mr. Roy. I was just
No, the
wondering,
floor
like,
is yours still.
okay, so now everything's out in the open. You have a, you seem like you probably have a better understanding. What's going to happen from this moment on? What y'all planning on doing?
From this moment on, I just want to talk to Roy and call him on the phone so he can hear my voice on the phone, and then
Mm-hmm.
we can go ahead and smooth this over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the bigger thing would be for me to do right now would be for me to apologize to you, I'm sorry. I want to talk to you on the phone. That's what I want to do, man.
Okay. Well, you first of all, you've tried to.
Nah, man. Did you hear what I just said? Why don't you just say let's talk on the phone and we'll get past this moment right here?
Because
How about
you
that? We don't need to do this on the air. I'm gonna call your phone. How about that, man?
But Mr.
no.
Reese, can I say something? Like when he wanted to, now I'm going to
George,
talk a
right
little bit
now you
defensive,
see we're
Mr. Roy.
going in a good direction. Just say
Well,
Roy. I'm
well,
getting off Reese, you call him. Let's
I'm
go
not
ahead and
willing.
get it done.
I'm not willing to talk to you right now on the phone or in text messages because I don't feel I can trust you right now.
Mr.
Roy,
Reese,
on the
You
phone is
went
voice
you
on voice. There
you
ain't
went
no
out of your
screenshotting or none of that.
you have went out of your way to smear my reputation, to
You
smear me
you
as
got
a
people.
person.
Let me tell you this. What you all right? Let's talk about smearing a reputation. All the things that you guys make up. I got a wife. I live in my sixth year. Whenever things come up, well, Sam Lee says this. They're saying this. They're saying that they know this and that. I hear that from my wife. My wife thinks I'm doing some weird shit because of you guys. Don't talk about
Whoa,
smearing.
okay,
No.
okay. Hold
Let's
on a
not talk
second.
about smearing reputations.
Hold on a
Let's not
second.
talk about smearing reputations. I
Okay, hold
want to
on a
call
second.
you on the phone, man.
Hold on a
Let's get
second.
that shit straight.
Hold on a second. Them saying their clown shit and they're saying their stuff about you. That's their
All right.
opinions on you. I
What?
didn't jump in that.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
jump
you're
in that.
over there too. Now,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
not
over
talk
there.
about
Yeah, I'm
smearing
there now.
reputations.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
there
not talk
now
about
saying the thing.
smearing reputations. We
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
real stuff.
yeah, because I'm there now because of what you did to me.
Man,
You
you
don't
should have
think
never,
you
Roy,
don't think I'm gonna defend myself? You don't think
man,
I'm gonna
Roy,
you think I
you
want to be
did
called a
what
big
you did. You did
you
what you
think
did.
no, think about it, Reese. You think me coming from a homeless guy, getting everything I have the hard way and earning shit, you think I'm willing to steal $7 from somebody, bro? That's the kind of person you think I am? That I'm gonna
Do
steal
you think
something?
that I will have something to do with you getting fired? Is that who you really think that I am?
Okay,
That's why
first
I
of
want to
all,
call you
I
on the
didn't.
phone.
Okay, well, right now I got shit I gotta do. I can't.
Yeah, and we ain't gonna be able to talk right now because we gotta let some shit air on now. But I'm telling you what I want to do. I want to talk to you on the phone. That's what I'm
Uh,
telling you.
well,
Mr. Reese?
then respect this wish. You didn't respect my first one. Respect this wish. I will contact you when I feel
There
that
you
there
go.
is a level of trust that I can put into you because I don't want my phone call being put on YouTube. I don't want my texts being put on YouTube
Man,
because
Roy, they are
that's
over there telling you to do this nonsense about me. I record shit visually. I don't have nothing to record shit on the phone and put shit up there.
Mr. Reese?
Motherfucker, I'm trying to talk to you.
Mr. Reese? Can I
Go
say
ahead.
something?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. First of all, you could record people's conversations on the phone if you talking on the phone.
Yeah, but I don't do that. That's not what I
Well,
do.
the reason why he said
I gotta
that,
go.
the
I
reason
gotta
why he
go.
said that is
I
Man,
gotta go.
because
George,
you
that's
put out
don't
his
bring
text
up what I
messages on
don't
the
do.
you
George, you
put out his
can't
text
bring up what
messages
I don't do.
before.
I have George, as part of me being a news reporter and a journalist. There are guidelines and rules that I have to follow also. I
Okay.
never do that. I never do that. And I have never done that. That will never happen. There
Did you put
is
out some text messages
protocols.
before with him? Personal text messages before with him? I'm asking you a question.
No. George, here's what you gotta understand. Normally, when Roy will call me on the phone and everything else, he would say off the record, I'm gonna send you a text. He knows to say on the record, off the record. I follow the
Okay.
same rules.
Okay.
He knows that. So
Because the text
therefore,
message
if it's
that you
on the
sent,
record, it's on the record.
some of the text message you sent was from his phone that you pointed up online, and he
Yes,
didn't
but it
probably
was
want that.
on the record. All of those
Okay.
were
Okay.
on the record,
Okay.
not
I
off
don't
the
know.
record. They were
I
on
have
the
to believe
record.
you. I believe you because of the simple
I'm
reason I
not
don't know what's
about it.
going on
Roy
behind
would
the
say,
scenes.
look, yeah, but Roy was right here. He would have said, Reese, I told you off the record. Hey, none of that stuff came out. That's
Okay.
how I conduct my business. I'm a news channel.
I understand.
Come
Now,
on now.
now the thing I just want to know, I want to know is, I feel that there's something still there between you guys. I know what Roy said, but I just feel that there's something still there. But he did ask you just now.
Nothing left. Right now, we are at we are at odd ends, and right
Okay,
now we
so
talked
but
about the
he
differences, and now I
he
gotta
did
let
ask
him
now
die
that,
down.
right.
I gotta
Can
let
I
him
finish?
die down,
Okay.
and I gotta let me die down in order for Roy to contact me. That's where we are
Okay.
now.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, he did request that, he'll call you when he
Yes,
feels
yes.
comfortable or
When he
whatever.
feels
Okay.
ready. Yes,
When he
when he
feels ready,
feels
yeah.
ready. Yes,
So
I'm on
he
that
still
page
has
with
your
him there.
number. He still has your number. So that means something
Yes,
right
just
there.
like you said that Reese still has your number and he called you. That's
Right.
why. That's
Well,
why I'm
that's what I'm
saying
trying to
right
say
now,
between y'all
I'm gonna
two
let
and
him die
TFT.
down.
Mr. TFT was saying that too. Mr. TFT was saying that there's something between y'all two that y'all got to figure out, and it's only y'all
Yeah,
two
but at the
to
same
deal with it.
time, you did not understand the question TFT was trying to ask you. TFT was asking you, what about the lounge and on how they try to egg it on? And Roy goes on there. You never answered that. Even if Roy says that I want to make sure it's clean and clear and we are good, they still egg him on. What's your opinion on them egging him on in order for
Well,
that to happen?
okay,
You never even
okay, but
answered that.
let me can I answer? Let me try to
You,
answer it
you can
then.
answer now.
Okay, my thing is Roy's his own man. He didn't have a gun pulling it to his head, so they can egg him on all he wants to. He can do
No,
whatever
but
he wants.
what's your opinion on people trying to egg on someone to do something that they're trying to do different? What's your opinion on that when people say that we are your friend? What is your opinion on them still trying to egg you on to keep it negative? You're not answering that. You keep trying to go around and say Roy's his own man. I'm asking you your opinion on how you feel about that. Throw Roy out. This is your opinion. If
Okay,
you trying to settle something to be good and other people are still trying to egg you on, what's your opinion looking in on them trying to egg someone on when they're trying to fix something? What's your
my thing
opinion on
is
that?
they should go by his wishes and let him do his thing and not try to do the wrong thing if it feels wrong. They should let him do what he feels and then support him. Not try to egg him on to do something wrong. If that's what you're trying to say, that they try to say something negative, they shouldn't do that. Nobody should tell nobody to do
Roy
something
said
negative
himself
because that's
that
wrong.
they have been trying to tell me to go against you for this. Roy said that himself.
So, but
Roy said that
like
himself.
your boy TFT, I agree with him on a lot of points that he's trying to get the peace between you and Mr. Roy.
That's because
And
TFT is a brother to me.
you know, and he feels
And
there's
now
something there.
Ricky Knight is there talking about Roy Robert was also hurt because he was deactivated during that time. I did the orientation at DoorDash. My name is not Kenneth. My thing is still under investigation. They still don't know how Kenneth is associated with me. So I'm not mad because I would do like 3-4 orders on DoorDash
Well,
in a week.
well,
I'm not
Don't they
mad
have your social
about that.
security
So for
number?
people
They
to
have your social
say that
security
is
number, right?
wrong.
They have your
Yes,
social security number, right?
they have my social security number.
So
They
then
sent me an email for
I don't see
Kenneth.
what DoorDash got any problems, because if they don't have your social security, your social security number is only unique to you. So if
Exactly.
somebody else is using
But
your social security number, how they get it?
now that's exactly what they're investigating. Now you know what they're investigating. That's why my case is still under investigation. I can call right now and they're still going to tell me it's open because we don't know if it's duplicate accounts and all that stuff. They tell me that stuff. It's
Because
under
people could use other
investigation.
people's social security number to get things, put out loans in their names, houses, cars, and other kind of stuff using
Everything.
social security number.
Everything. And so therefore I'm still under investigation. And that's what it is. It's not like I've been doing no tip, no trip and all this stuff and declining and doing this stuff. And I got so many orders under my belt that they just got rid of me. No. First of all, I said I would never work for DoorDash ever again. DoorDash still owes me 12 racks before the pandemic came.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I stopped driving. Then they grandfathered me into the Top Dasher thing. And I still would not go drive for them all the time. That's right there. And then someone named Kenneth. Now we know your driver Ken. That's the only Ken that we know about. We know Cherry Pick does this stuff. We don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'm not gonna be accusing
do you have
people.
really proof? I mean, that's just accusations and stuff that you might put out there, but as a
Exactly, and
news
that's why
person
it's under
too, unless you have some
investigation.
really true facts that it's the driver Ken or whoever else you're saying and stuff, and without proof, you can't really say much. This go with the flow, kind of like just make sure your name is clear. You just said your name is Mr. Robert Weeks. You're not no Mr. Kenneth, whatever the last name is.
Yes,
People could
I
take
have
your
sent in
social
all
security number.
information and everything.
Yeah. That's what I'm just saying to you, man, is people could take other people's social security numbers and do all kinds of stuff. I mean, people take the kids' social security number and put out loans and stuff in their names, and by the time they even get old enough to even do anything for themselves, they got houses and cars and stuff, out in their names, and they didn't
Right.
even know nothing about it because they use their social security number. I mean, that's just plain facts.
That's what it is.
So,
And I'm just
I
going
mean,
through the investigation
without
process.
saying that other stuff, that this person and that person, without really proof, sent you the
Yeah, but
news.
look, as you see, I put my information out there for everyone to know. I put my own information out there and put that I was deactivated, and this is what they said. I did
Right.
that myself.
Yeah, but I'm
I did
saying
that
about,
myself.
like you trying to say about some other contact creator or whoever that person was, Mr. Ken or whoever, and
Well, we only
Mr.
know
Cherry
that
and
that
stuff.
name goes there. I
If
cannot
you don't
say it
really
was
have no
them,
proof,
and I
man,
will not
just
say
don't
it
say
was them.
that.
No,
Just
I
because they
will not.
said
I will
stuff.
not say. I will not say it was them. But I do
Okay.
know it's just a coincidence that the name Ken
Right.
and Kenneth
Okay. Okay.
is
Okay.
associated.
Well,
I
you
can't
just have
point
your little
fingers.
feelings there. You have a little, little feeling that you might think that it's a coincidence, but without really facts, this don't really mention it. Really, keep that to yourself sometimes. Because you're on like you were saying before with me. You on YouTube and stuff, and I was saying about you saying good friend. And you gotta watch what you say on YouTube. It's the same thing with Applied, man, because you putting out something that may be false, but you're not saying it's false. You just don't want to get yourself caught up in something, It's, you put out that's private to you, that you got deactivated from a job. That's private to you and personal, and you let people know that you don't even know who they are. You don't know who I am, but I saw that. You know who I am. You just know I'm George John Hook Smash. That's all you know about me. You might know a little bit about it from the lounge or whatever, or from Voice Channel when I was talking with him, but you don't really
Mm-hmm.
know nothing about it. But you put out some private, personal information out there, but whatever happens, man, hopefully you get your account back up and running, and then you could be going what you got to do.
Well, I do what I do. I
No,
have
I'm not.
other apps that
I'm
I've been
saying that
doing
you
still.
have that other account, because that was something that hurt you because you see you have other means of income, but that was part of your lifestyle income too. And when
No, no,
you
no, no, no. Bobby's here. Look, DoorDash. I joined on DoorDash just when I was like, let me see if they'll just let me on. And I went on and they did it again because I was never deactivated from the first time.
oh okay.
Never. I was never deactivated.
Right,
I just stopped
okay.
working. I just stopped working for DoorDash, like unassigned the app and just did not work for them anymore.
Oh. Well, when this thing came up here, now they deactivated you, and that kind of like hit you, like it hurt anybody, they lose their job. Now they got, they have other ways to counteract because that's what you got, you and Roy too. Y'all hustlers, y'all know how to adapt and stuff.
Well, I was only
Bobby
doing
also
like
too. He knows how
three,
to
four
adapt.
Door Dashes a week, and that's it. I don't
Yeah.
use DoorDash in my area. I am the Uber Eats king. I
Okay.
only go 2 miles in all my orders that I show, them
Mm-hmm.
numbers. I am the Uber Eats king. I get
Okay.
all the orders.
Okay.
I I've been driving this thing for a long time.
Okay.
I am the
Mm.
preferred driver here. I
Oh,
use
that's
that in
good. That's
Walmart
good, man.
Spark.
That you got Uber Eats and other stuff. I saw you do the
Yeah,
Walmart Spark too, because I saw the
I do
video
other
you.
stuff too.
Yeah, but that's good though. I'm not saying that's not good. I
Yeah,
was just
but
saying,
see, while it's under investigation, it's not hurting me.
well, I wasn't saying like it was hurting you like really bad, but I'm just saying it did come to a shock to you and stuff. Maybe hurting might be real hard, but I don't know how your finances are. I don't know you like that. I mean, you got this channel, you got other stuff on too that you do, that you say you do on other platforms. But the thing
Well, it's
is,
not what I
like
say I do them.
I didn't say you
Like,
didn't.
like when this thing is done, I'm gonna throw it up on my Facebooks and all the other ones that I can. Like the
Hmm.
gig world knows about what's going on. I throw it up all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I just like like whoever Kenneth is, somehow they got your social security number.
Exactly. Now you are on the page I'm on. I'm trying to track that person down
Right,
with the police and investigation with that
right.
because now I gotta look at all the other stuff that could happen with my
Hmm.
name.
Right. Yeah,
That's
because
what I gotta look at.
you gotta look and make sure things don't come out in your name and stupid stuff that you didn't do.
Car loans and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
anything.
exactly.
Yeah. What's up, Bobby?
Bobby's here. Bobby's here. I let him on. You said, bro, let me on. You called me a POS and done all this other stuff. You never clicked on, but you want to click on now. You were mad because I dropped the N word. I said nigga so many times. Nigga, 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 nigga. I'm black. It's not like it's somebody else that's saying it. I don't know what the issue is, but you want to come up. I don't know what you want to come up about. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and figure it out. What we about?
You know what? Look, the only reason I want to come up here is because I want to say this. With all this shit and all this back and forth and name calling and all that crap, the only person that really lost anything serious here is Roy. And all I want is for y'all to just figure this shit out. If you want to hate me and call me names, I don't care, dude. It's just the fucking internet. It's not that big of a deal. I'm
I
over
don't
this
call
shit.
you names.
I said what I had to say. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. I know you have your feelings about the lounge, and that's fine. Uh, I'm
Well,
allowed to say my.
also, since you're up here, you're on the lounge. I'm banned from even clicking on there. So when you guys say, why won't you click on and stuff? You got the opportunity to allow me to get up on there. You're on here right now. So I don't want to hear nothing else until I can click that link.
Okay, well, all I'll tell you is this: that's Flex's channel. That's his decision.
See? Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? That's what I'm
That's
talking
hey,
about
bro.
right there. Bro,
That's
let
it.
me up. You don't never say, well, what if Reese got something to say? What if he got something to say? You don't say none of that. All you do is say, I'm a piece of shit, POS, all this other stuff. So, right now, you are leaving.
Mm. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's how that works. I call it how it is. You ain't gonna come and play me like that. Ain't nobody finna get up here and play me like that. He has the ability to allow me on and says that he can. It's Flex's thing, but I allowed him up here. They all said he won't click your link, Roy. I clicked this link. He came up here. Don't tell me nothing until I can click that link. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, no sense to talk about it no more.
Now
You said your piece.
my
He said
live
his
is over.
piece. You know.
Yeah, now my live is over. We out of here. Good talking to you.
All right. Good talking to you too.